All right, today we're jumping into the incredible story woven into the lyrics of Velvet and Voltage. It's this amazing piece that really throws tradition and rebellion right up against each other in a stunning display. So, let's get into it.
Right from the very first line, we are dropped into this world of absolute grandeur. You can almost see it, can't you? The scene is set. We're in a magnificent, gilded ballroom that's just dripping with history and tradition. Everything is pristine, it's timeless, it's perfect.
But that kind of perfection, it's always a little fragile. There's this tension simmering just under the surface, a quiet that feels like it's just begging to be broken. This elegant world is right on the edge of a massive shakeup.
And that shakeup, that disruption, it's all built around one central, incredibly powerful idea: the fusion of two things that should not go together. This is the absolute core of the entire song.
The thing you gotta get is that the title isn't just a cool name. It's the entire story in 2 words. You've got Velvet on one hand, which is all about that soft, classical, traditional world of the ballroom. And then you have Voltage, which is just what it sounds like: raw, modern, electric energy that is about to crash this very fancy party. So this big conflict isn't just some abstract idea floating around. Nope, the lyrics make it real, bringing it to life through 2 totally different groups of dancers. Each one is the living embodiment of these warring worlds. Let's see how the lyrics paint this picture for us.
The lyrics draw the battle lines so clearly, it's incredible. On one side, you have the Velvet dancers. They're in their white silk whispers, and they're described as angels moving. It's all about that quiet, controlled, established idea of grace. But then, you get the Voltage dancers. They're dressed in black, with sharpened toes and a burning pride. They're like midnight crows invading this perfect angelic space.
And this line, wow, it tells you everything. These two sides aren't just, sharing the floor. They are in direct conflict. Every single move is a challenge. Every step is an act of opposition. The dance floor has literally become a battlefield.
And of course, this all builds and builds until it explodes in the heart of the song, the chorus. This is where that elegant ballroom just erupts into an all-out war of expression. Let's really break this down. The throne here, that's the established order. It's the rules, the power, the way things have always been done in the ballroom. But the truth? That's the raw, authentic, rebellious spirit of the newcomers. So you see, this is way more than a dance-off. It's a fight between what's expected and what's real. The lyrics frame this as this epic, fundamental clash. The established, classical beauty of the ballroom is coming face to face with what it sees as the brute force of modernity. It's a collision of art, of values, of entire worldviews, really. A timeless struggle you see again and again throughout history. And right here, the dance itself gets completely transformed. A waltz, the ultimate symbol of classy, courtly elegance, it gets hijacked. It's made electric. It stops being a social custom and turns into a fight for identity, a battle for the very soul of the space.
And notice this, the music itself, right here in the lyrics, mirrors the conflict perfectly. The classical strings of the old world are being forced to tangle with the electronic synths of the new. The soundscape is just as much at war as the dancers are.
So it becomes clear this isn't just some random clash, right? No, this is a focused, intentional act of rebellion against an old order that's become way too rigid, way too stale to hold this new energy.
Oh, this line is just perfect. It says everything. It takes a classic symbol of delicate balletic grace, the pirouette, and turns it into a roar. The dancers are actively rewriting the definition of grace. They're proving that it doesn't have to be quiet or submissive. It can be loud, it can be powerful, and it can be defiant.
Okay, and now we hit the bridge, and the tension that's been building just completely shatters. Everything breaks. The very foundations of this world start to just crumble.
The clash is now undeniable. You've got the ornate, complex style of the Baroque era getting slammed right up against the raw gut punch of a modern bass line. All the rules, the etiquette, all that carefully built-up order from those golden years, it's just completely wiped out in this moment of pure chaotic release. And after all that deconstruction, what's left? What remains? Not elegance, not order, just the raw, primal elements of modern energy, a visceral heartbeat, a pulse, and a burning electric fire. But wait, the story doesn't just end in a pile of rubble.
After all that chaos, after the ballroom breaks, something totally new and actually really beautiful is created from the wreckage.
And this is where we finally get the why. This whole rebellion, it wasn't just for the sake of chaos. They were breaking the old rules because they had to reveal a deeper truth that the rigid old order had been trying to suppress.
And this final image, it's just perfect. The two opposing sides, the black and the white dancers, they don't defeat each other, they merge. Their colors literally blur together, creating a brand new, unified form of grace as they dance together into a future they created themselves, the blaze.
So in the end, that's the big takeaway. This fierce collision between tradition and rebellion, it didn't destroy beauty at all. Instead, it forged a new, more dynamic, and you could even say a more authentic identity, one that carries parts of both worlds inside it.
And that leaves us with a really fascinating question to think about, doesn't it? In any art form, really, when the established, refined beauty collides with what at first seems like a raw, brute force of change, what kind of powerful and unexpected new creations can emerge from that fire?